everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the Baked Berry and my name is Mercy, and so we're just going to get into it today. And what I have here is my ingredients, and I want to make an eggless chocolate cake, ever so simple and so moist. So even for those people who don't eat eggs, this will be a favorite because it's so simple and it's so damn delicious. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now what I have here is my all-purpose flour, and also added a pinch of salt into this. This is 2.5 cups of flour. I have half a cup of cocoa powder. Always the darker the better, but you can always alter depending on your sense of flavoring for the chocolate. Have 1 cup of sugar. I know it looks a lot, but I promise it isn't. And then I have 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and I have 1 teaspoon of baking powder. The two are different, but you get the best from this by combining the two. And I also have my oil, which adds so much moistness to the cake. I have my milk. I have my hot instant coffee that I've just brewed. And then here I have some yogurt. Flavorless, natural yogurt. This is how you want it. And lastly, I also have some vanilla essence. Then I have my whisk and my spatula. The only tools that you'll need for this. And last but not least, my tin. Today, I honestly rarely use a square tin, but today I really wanted to cut them and get nice bars from this. So I'll be using a 10 by 10 baking tin, and I've put some parchment paper in it to make it easier for me to pull it out. So what we're going to do first, you can see I've divided my wet ingredients and my dry ingredients. So what I'm going to do, since I'm already sieving this, I am going to add my cocoa powder. Without it, there is no chocolate cake. And baking soda, baking together. And then I'm just going to sift this slowly so I don't make a big mess. And I know you're probably wondering, how are we going to make this moist and yummy without the eggs that also give it structure? That's why the yogurt is here. The thicker, the better. I have some grains of salt stuck in there, so I'll just put them back in and put this aside. So after doing this, I am going to make a well in the center, kind of. Then right in the middle, I'll start with the hot coffee. And then I will add my oil, my milk, and the yogurt. And please make a note, all this needs to be at room temperature, of course, except the coffee, because it is boiling hot. And then lastly, I'm just going to put a little vanilla essence because I don't want it to overpower the chocolate flavor. And then we're going to get mixing. And as you see, that is usually coming together so well. So before you get all of it together, you also want to add your sugar. To be honest, I almost forgot that. I always do. Then mix gently, and you don't want to mix it so much so that it doesn't become so tough. And there we go. Easy peasy. And now that all this has come together so easily, it didn't even take a minute, by the way. So I have extended at least an overlap outside the pan so that I can just lift it and it doesn't give me a hard time. So I'm going to give this just a last little whisk to make sure that all of it is combined. And it's already starting to bubble. So you need to make sure that you have preheated your oven at 170 degrees so that you don't lose that raising agent power from the baking powder and the baking soda. Straight into the pan, straight into the oven. And voila. So now I am going to bake this for a maximum of between 25 to 30 minutes. It really cooks so fast, but you also want to make sure that when you place a skewer or a knife inside, it comes out clean. So see you in a bit. Back. Our chocolate cake has been baked. It has also cooled. It's quite moist at the top, and you can actually feel it when you touch it. Now, as is, it is absolutely okay to eat, but I just want to add that, you know, that extraness on top, make it nice, and add some chocolate icing. This is some fudge icing I actually had left over from a previous bake. So I'm just going to spread this on top, just on top, and then we're going to cut it into bars so that when you pull one out, you have both the frosting and some sprinkles. This is the easiest way. I didn't feel like trying so hard, so I decided sprinkle would be good, but you can do chocolate shavings or however you see fit. So first thing, I am going to take all my icing. It's not fully melted, so I want it to be easy to spread. That's why I just melted it in the microwave just a little bit more, but it should set once you put it on. So I have my offset spatula. I don't use this as often as I should because I find it so uncomfortable, but for today it's our tool of choice to spread the icing around just till the edges so that every bite has some chocolate on top. Just be gentle. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's yours. So you can actually do like some circles just to make it less perfect. And voila! Our chocolate squares are done. You just put this. That's good. So then you can still leave it like this. But to be honest, just go the whole 8 mile. Why not? Nobody said no to sprinkles, and you can add them however you feel. They're so tiny, you see. So just a dose of color. You can do more, you can do less, you can also choose something else. Okay, I'm getting carried away, so let's just call it a day. Then the most exciting part, I want to cut this into sections, so that it's easy to pull apart, and I can just mark there, so that I can do 9. And you definitely want to use something to wipe your knife or something hot so that it doesn't come out with all the frosting. So be gentle. And then again, you want to mark it. And one. So out of this, I actually got 9 squares. And to show you what it looks like, I'm just going to lift one up. See how moist that is. And a very nice touch of our frosting. It's just so beautiful. So what I'm going to do now, that's what I've not tasted, I want to put this in the fridge just to chill for a bit and then take it out so that that chocolate flavor can intensify. And make sure to try it out. This is so easy, super delicious, and you don't need so much to keep this dessert going. So you can serve this actually just as it is, or you can even go a step further and add a scoop of ice cream on top, and you have like a world-class dessert, 5-star rating, and I can assure you it will be a winner for all your guests.